Let's talk about the widespread flooding and mudslides in the wake of a storm while I go grab my
thousands are under evacuation orders due to the risk of major flooding. The latest weather system has moved on, but water levels remain dangerously high in much of the state. Right now, homes like this one in San Clemente, south of Los Angeles, are teetering on the edge of saturated cliffsides. Carter Evans is south of Santa Cruz, where some people are still waiting to be allowed back into their homes. Carter, good morning.
Good morning, Vlad. This extreme weather clearly has a local impact with all of this flooding, but it could be a national problem. You see, California grows about 3/4 of the country's fruits and nuts. And for example, this is a strawberry farm, and now it's underwater. The crop is ruined, but the soil could also be contaminated, possibly delaying replanting for months.
California farmers appear to be getting
I saw this video. It's crazy.
Sacrificing pickup trucks in an effort to fill a broken levee.
Stop right there, baby. Stop right there.
Yes.
Yep.
Right there, yes.
Yep.
The farmer who posted this video says the men were trying to prevent the Tule River in central California from inundating an orchard. On Wednesday, Governor Gavin Newsom surveyed damage in the farming town of Pajaro, the result of a break in a levee that's been neglected for decades.
This is a known
Bro,
problem.
I feel like you look too sexy in this kind of situation. Like, people are not gonna like it. Maybe that's just me, but it does feel like he looks too sexy for this. Like, this is crazy. This is a crazy photo to have taken of you as the governor. You know what I mean? Like, just rough yourself up a little bit, dude. You look too well-groomed. You look too hot. Like, you're going to a fucking... You know what I mean? You're going to a fucking disaster site, you know? Act like it a little bit. What are you, there to fuck all the farmers' wives? Like, what the hell is this shit? Motherfucker went there, hair perfectly coiffed. He's just trying to fuck the mommies out there. Like, oh, yeah, it's really sad what happened to your crops. Maybe I can lay my seed. You are too horny, bro. I mean, dude, around Gavin Newsom, everyone's horny. Fuck you mean you're too horny? What? Look at this man. Look at the way he looks.
Newsom surveyed damage in the farming town of Pajaro, the result of a break in a levee that's been neglected for decades.
This is a known problem. The money is there to fix it. When can people expect to see construction on the solution?
We have a 5 to 7 year timeline that has been pre-established, but based upon this experience, no one has patience for 5 to 7 years.
Across the state, almost 90,000 people are facing evacuation. Christopher Moreno left his home in the middle of the night with no shoes.
What happened with
Gavin Newsom is so funny whenever he does that shit. Like, whenever he talks, notice this. Whenever he talks about a problem in his own state, he'll always assume the role of like a person who's victimized by it. Oh yeah. It's like we had a 7-year timeline, but it's understandable. Nobody wants to wait for 7 years. I'm like, bro, you're the guy. You're not the farmer. Like, what do you mean? He does this shit all the time, bro. Anytime he goes around to like an atrocity happening, he's like, yeah, you know, here in California, we are victimized by gun violence once again. I'm like, bro, you're the governor. Like, what do you mean? He makes it seem like there's someone else out there that's like holding this progress back, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. The homelessness crisis needs to be put to an end. Someone's got to do something. I'm like, you're the guy. You're the someone.
when you went to the shelter?
It was full.
It was full. No room.
No more space.
He's been living in his car for almost a week.
So this is everything you got now?
This is my home for now.
Mira, qué bonito.
Now the local community is stepping in with clothes and supplies.
What do you want to say to the people who are in charge of all this?
Well, they had to do something fast. I can't imagine what they're gonna do or how they're gonna survive in here.
You know, all this has left many farm workers out of a job. Now, the governor says they are all immediately eligible for $600 relief checks. If there is any good news to come out of all this, you know, California's been in an extreme drought right now, and people in Southern California have been facing severe water cutbacks.
I love that.
Well,
Yep.
as of
Yep, we needed it. We needed it. That's my favorite California trope. It's like the entire fucking state could be underwater and motherfuckers be like, we needed it. It's like, okay, no, man, no. There's too much water. There is such a thing, okay? Stop saying we needed this, man. The irony, of course, is that like California unironically deals with this kind of shit so much better than like every other state. It is literally one of the few benefits of like you're saying $600, that's nothing. Yeah, you know what happens when this happens in fucking Missouri, dude? This. Okay? That's what happens. Fuck you mean? They fucking the governor comes over and says, hey, how about you take a look? And he just shows you his ball sack. He's like, come on, take a look now. Come on now, take a look. Take a look at what I got. And then it's just the fucking ball sack from just hanging outside their pants.
Of right now, those restrictions have been lifted for 7 million people. Tony?
Good news, Carter. Thank you very much.